Hey guys, so in today's video it is a vlog because some of you guys have been asking me to vlog more and I've decided I'm going to try and do that this year. And so what I thought I would do is take you behind the scenes of our grocery shop because I know that's sometimes quite popular, but also we tried out HelloFresh. So I decided to film it and let you guys know how I found HelloFresh and whether I would use it again in the future. So it's a little bit of a mismatch of HelloFresh and our Aldi shop, but I thought I would take you guys behind the scene and show you how we did our grocery shop. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to be trying out two different things like over the next week. So for the first couple of days, I'm filming this on a Wednesday, we are actually trying HelloFresh. And I wanted to try this out because my mum has basically forced my sister to do HelloFresh because she's like, you need to sort yourself out and figure out how you're gonna make food when you go to uni. And so she's been making HelloFresh, and we went out like one weekend and I tried her food. It was actually quite tasty and she was able to do it in literally like less than half an hour. So my mum sent me a link to try out HelloFresh, so I got some money off, and so I decided that I was going to try it. And so I'm very excited to see if it tastes good. I mean, I don't know if this is something that we'll do all the time, but it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of feel like there's going to be times where you're just too lazy to cook. I feel like HelloFresh might be good for one of those days. So we're going to do that for a few days, and then on Friday we're probably going to also go food shopping for the next week, because I think with HelloFresh we ordered like 3 meals. So the only thing is that you still have to figure out what you're going to be eating for breakfast, for lunch and dinner for the rest of the week. So that's what we're going to be doing, and I thought it'd be good to kind of take you around, I don't know, do a little bit of a vlog and show you guys what we're planning to do food wise, especially if you're like trying to save money in different ways. Food is obviously a really good way you can save money. So I'm excited to see our HelloFresh box, and of course I will leave an affiliate link in the description below if you also would like to try it out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, I don't know if this is going to be something that we do all the time, but I feel like once in a while it might be nice to do. So I'm excited to see how everything tastes too. Okay, so I've got my HelloFresh box here. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so these are, I think these are the choices that we picked. So we picked beef chili sweet potato, Jackie P, so that's the first one. And then we picked honey sambal chicken noodles, and it actually tells you how to do it. So it's got all the like information stuff. And then we also picked pork meatballs in Cajun tomato sauce. So let's have a look. So actually, let me put this on the floor and open it up. Okay, so this one says for 2 people. So this is literally the first time I've ordered from HelloFresh. So we've got Central Style Spice Mix. So I think, because I see sweet potato, this is probably the beef chili. So we've got 2 pieces of sweet potato, decent sizes, red kidney beans, tomato, and also beef stock paste. So it's one of those things where it feels like you're just less likely to waste because it pretty much gives you everything, which I think is quite good. So I'm just going to need to put this away. Cheese, it's like 2 bits of, let me show this here. You see it? Cheese. So that's going to go in the fridge. We have also got pork mince. Oh. So that needs to go in the fridge as well. We've got beef mince, so that needs to go in the fridge. This looks like chicken breast, so I think what's quite good is that they like kill it in the packet. And then we've also got broccoli. I think Which one is that for? Oh, okay, this is for the meatballs. You see the broccoli there. And then we've also got garlic. I need to check which one the garlic is for, but we also do still have garlic as well. So let me put the broccoli in the fridge. It also includes an ice pack, I think, because we had meat, so just to make sure that it's still chilled, which I think is good. Egg noodle. Ooh, I didn't realize this was going to be egg noodles, because I don't really eat egg, unfortunately. With eggs, like, it's not the best for my stomach. But what I might do is make the egg noodles for my husband, and we do also have, like, I think we still have rice noodles in the cupboard, so I think I'll just make 2 batches. So I am gonna make, I'm not sure what I'm gonna make tonight actually. I might need to ask Yinka what he wants. I do like the idea of the chicken noodles, but he's also got rugby training today, so he might want something with potatoes in, so I will see what he prefers. Yeah, so it turns out I ended up just making the egg noodles because honestly, I could not be bothered to separate out the noodles and make 2 different batches. So I decided, you know what, my stomach's gonna have to ferment, and it actually was okay. In terms of the taste, it wasn't too bad. I think it was a little bit too salty for us, so I think that's just something that I would take into consideration in another meal, but all in all, it was actually all right. Okay, so I would say the meatballs and the mashed potato, they were probably my favorite. I really enjoyed it. I do think the portion size could have been a little bit bigger, especially for Yinka, but overall, I think it was a really good meal. Now, I will say the meatballs and mash was actually quite nice. However, I do feel like the portion size could have been a bit bigger, especially for my husband, because he tends to eat a lot. So yeah, that's the only thing I will say about that, but I am pretty happy with how everything turned out. Please ignore the home look. This is what I look like when I'm not filming, so hope you like it. But we are doing a little grocery haul. Now, I'm actually in my bedroom because currently Yinka is doing his work and I don't want to disturb him too much, but I thought it would be worth showing you our food shop and what we're going to be buying this week. We had actually tried out HelloFresh last week, so all in all, I would say with HelloFresh it was actually quite good, and I will leave like a link in the description if you do want to check it out. But I think with me, the only thing is that because it's like 2 meals and it's like 2 of us, it means that you basically kind of have to cook every day unless you're planning to make it in advance. And because it's like 1 meal each, I just felt like I kept cooking, and I don't really like that. I like the idea of batch cooking, so I will make like a batch where we can at least have 2 meals, so I don't have to cook every single day. And I felt like there were times where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make dinner, and even though it's not supposed to take long, like 25 minutes, half an hour, I just felt like sometimes I just can't be bothered. So there's that. But I thought it was also worth sharing our Aldi shop, because that is where we tend to do our grocery shopping. I think I'm gonna go into the kitchen now because I need to decide or figure out what we're gonna eat next week, but I'm gonna try and not disturb Yinka because he's currently working. So let's go. Yep. Doing some important work there. Anyway, I need to figure out.
Well, there's no patient information on that screen.
There was none.
Okay. Don't get me fired.
I'm not gonna get you fired. Anyway, yeah, I need to figure out what we're gonna be eating for dinner next week. I'm thinking like a prawn stew, but I'm not sure. So let me put you down actually, because it might be a bit easier. Okay, I want to also give you guys some tips as well, especially when it comes to food shopping, because prices have literally just been skyrocketing over the past few months. But I think it's really important to be very realistic with your numbers. So what I always say is that I tend to look at like the previous months in terms of how much we've spent on groceries, and if that's increased, then I will also increase our food budget, because it's either that we have to cut down on how much we're buying or we just have to increase it. And for us, we don't really want to cut down, so we're just having to increase it essentially. So in terms of what we always do every week, we will think about what we're going to eat probably over the next week in terms of lunch, breakfast, and also dinner. Again, as I've mentioned, I like to batch cook, and it's not really, yeah, it does save money. Like, you do save money when it comes to batch cooking, but for me, it's more of a time thing. I just don't want to have to cook fresh meals every day. I don't have time for that. So for me, I prefer to batch cook. So what I need to do is figure out what we're going to eat for dinner, mainly because lunch I already know what we're gonna have, and Yinka will decide what he wants to have, and then we will go to Aldi. So we tend to keep a shopping list just on our notes on our iPhone, and we tend to keep like most of the items that we've already bought in the past, and then we'll just tick them off. So I don't know if you can see that, but I'll probably just share a screenshot, and these are just things that we've bought in the past, and so it's a little bit easier to then go back into the phone and figure out, I don't know, what we may want to buy next time. So things like bread, milk, you know, things that already come up. And I think having a list is actually really good, just because we don't want to, first of all, you don't want to be wasting time when you go to the supermarket anyway. Like, I just want to be in there and out there as soon as possible, especially when it's busy. But also it stops you from just buying like random stuff. Like, we still do buy random stuff. I remember last week I saw this cereal that I really wanted, so I bought it. Like, we will still do that. We are human, of course, but it means we're less likely to do it, or we just won't do it as often. So in terms of the list, I'm looking through like what we bought previously. So I know that we're probably going to need to buy bread. We'll need to buy, actually I don't know if we'll need to buy milk. I might need to check that. Cheese is fine actually. I also want to think about breakfast, because I don't know if we need cereal. So actually I think, Yinka, do you want cereal?
Huh?
Do you want cereal?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing. And then for lunch, last week I had tomato soup and like a baguette, but I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it that much. I think I got bored after the second day, so I don't think I'm gonna go for soup again next week. I think I'm gonna go back to like this deli sandwich that I usually have with like avocado, cheese and ham. It's delicious, so I'm gonna have that. Yinka's just looking through the freezer to see what we currently have, so we may not have to buy as many meals for dinner if we have things in the freezer. I don't think he saw anything, so this is what he tends to do in our food shop. I was thinking, do you want prawn stew?
What else is on the menu?
I don't know. I was just thinking maybe what we've not eaten in a while. Because that stew, I was gonna make chicken. We still have the rigatoni. What about the salmon? But I know you don't like the price of salmon, so Because we could have had salmon, and then we have that
Salmon
with...
stew.
No, not stew. Not stew with potato.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Sometimes I'll literally just Google something. Like I'll Google rigatoni, or I'll Google some type of pasta dish, and then figure out the kind of meal we'll make. So I've just found one, and I'm just trying to find the ingredients that we need. I think we have mostly everything. Should we go?
Sure.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be weighing my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing.
So I thought it was also worth sharing the total spend in case you didn't catch it. In terms of our Aldi grocery bill, that actually came to £41.59, and I might include like a screenshot of some of the items we bought in case you were interested. And then we also went to Tesco because we needed to buy bananas, and that actually came to 76 pence for those bananas. So in total we ended up spending around £42. So I'm quite happy with that shop actually, because we tried to spend around £43 to £44 each week, so maybe that's around like $50 a week. All in all, it has definitely been a good week. And if you are someone who has maybe decided that you really want to save more, not just on groceries but save more money in general, but you've been struggling to do that, and maybe groceries is one area that you tend to overspend on, but there are other areas too, and you just kind of want some one-on-one help with that, definitely check out my one-on-one coaching, because I can help you to actually go through your budget and start to see areas that you can save money very easily just on your income. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. I will leave a link in the description below for you. But I think in terms of going forwards, we will probably more so do our grocery shop rather than use HelloFresh. But I think there will be some random times where we decide to use HelloFresh because the meals were actually quite decent. So if you did like this video, then please do give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, have you ever tried HelloFresh and how did you find it? I do post every Tuesday, so if you would like to know more, then of course you can subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next week.